welcome to another unboxing video from theplayersaid.com. My name's Alexander, and today we have a special double feature unboxing. So this is two games from the same series. This is Volume 2 and 3 of the District Commander series. The original one was District Commander Maracas, and it's a bit more generic-y fiction type setting. These ones, so this is Bin Din, which is Vietnam 69, and Afghanistan 2009 District Commander Kandahar. So these are both set in actual historical settings. They're both designed by Brian Train, as is the whole series, and these are published by Hollandspiele. So we're going to crack into these. These were both released, I believe, in 2020. That's when the first one came out, and then more design was put into it. I think the rules have a couple of revisions in it as well. I'm not quite sure. So let's take a look at Kandahar first. So we have a little, very small deck of cards, and these are the strategy cards for both the insurgent and the government forces. So this is a two-player game, and obviously it's competitive. You're going to draw one of these, and this is going to be how you score points, basically, and how you lose points. So you're gonna have any number of different combinations of the different goals that you're trying to achieve in this game, and it's a insurgency, kind of a small-scale civil struggle, or there's a lot of style game, at least. We'll kind of look at that here. So we've got the District Commander rules, and it says revised May 2020. So it's the most up-to-date kind of series rules. So, and I played a lot of Hollandspiele games, and this is more on the lengthy side, which is, 14 pages, but still. This is kind of the core rules, and this is going to carry over into every single one of these titles. And then we have just the Kandahar rules here as well, which is an additional 6 pages odd. 6 pages. Yeah, in the back of this we've got our little random events table. So basically, you've got like movement and strategy rules, and then this tells you your special units and their different capabilities. And then scenario setup and instructions, like what everything does, the forces that are available, because it's different from game to game. So it's really not that bad rules-wise. But this is one of, what I will say is we tried to play this game, the original one, after like sitting down for about 12 hours playing Stalingrad 41, and jumping into this, I was like, oh, it'll be easy to learn, little two-player game. It is not. This requires some brain power and some investment. It's very rewarding in that sense. So, sequence of play, little play aid, and then on the back of it, got yourself a mission chart as well. So we have government and insurgent kind of player sheets. This is going to be your all-purpose record tracks, so for turns, assets, things like that. Unit boxes, and then you've got a marker on here for which strategy they're employing, so that you can remember that, basically. And then we have a couple sheets of counters, and these are the... So, Blue Panther prints is the printer for Hollandspiele, and these are the... It's probably Hollandspiele. I pronounce it like a German. I don't know what the actual way to pronounce it is, but Blue Panther are the printer. And so it's they're like laser cut, I believe, but they're the really, really nice thick counters that don't have any. You can't round the counters; they're too thick. But basically, you've got all your different forces on here with their values on them, and some are dual-sided, some are not. And then we got these are the more kind of generic ones that everyone uses in a lot of the games, and then you get some of the more specialized ones on our District Commander Kandahar sheet as well. So, but you have an array of different forces that you're employing. The government usually has, a few really strong units, but they can't be everywhere at once. And the insurgent forces have maybe lots of weaker units with different capabilities that are hiding away and that kind of thing. And then we have the map. So this is the Kandahar region, and so it's areas, and they have population values in them and terrain modifiers for trying to flush people out. And then you've got these UG underground boxes where the insurgents are going to hide their assets all over the region, and it's trying to flush those guys out. So this is actually a really nice map. I'm actually really happy about this one. So that's District Commander Kandahar, which I am very interested to play. We played a number of games on Afghanistan over the years, and I want to cut my teeth more on this system in these historical settings. I think it's just that extra bit more engaging. So now I've got Bin Din, Vietnam 69. So we're going to have a lot of the same, similar types of components to it. So again, we have our little strategy cards, 5 for the government, 5 for the insurgents. And again, this is how you win the game. So you're going to draw one of these, that's how you're going to win the game. And you'll go up against one of 5 opponent cards. And you have the choice of 1 of 5 as well. So it's all going to be very different from play to play as well. So I think that's, adds a lot and lends a lot to the game. This is exactly the same core rulebook, revised in May 2020. And then our little game-specific rules. These ones are these ones are 6 pages as well. Again, explanation of all our different units that we've got as well. You can see it is different with their different capacities, their main forces, their guerrillas, what they're able to do, and then your different special weapons assets that you've got as well. And then, if we look here, this sheet, which has our guerrillas, militias, and things like that, this is identical to the large one for Kandahar. I believe that this one is different. This is you can see it says up here, Bin Din. This is our more specialized one. So these are kind of the generic ones that are in every one of these games. This is the more specialized units and markers for this specific title. So I mean, look at the dogs. How cool is that? I really like their method of printing because you can get some really cool detail that is just not put in there in some of the other ones. And it's like in other publishers. So let's get everything else out in here. So similar type of thing. We have our sequence of play, which also has our mission chart on the back. Again, we've got identical record tracks, these little player sheets. And then this map, again, I think these are 22 by 17, I believe, is the size of these. That makes a difference to you. Again, it's regions with our population values, our terrain modifiers, which look to be pretty steep, at least here in the mountains and jungles. Obviously, out on the coast, your terrain modifier is much more flat because that's much more open areas. And then your little holding boxes for your underground units. And then we have routes and roads, which are going to connect some of those regions. Long time, I really hope that those do have an impact in the game. But this is District Commander Bin Din, District Commander Ken. I'm very excited to play both of these and to really dive into the system. We kind of dabbled with Maracas, and it was like, oh, okay, this is more than just, oh, you can pick up and play. There's a little bit, strategically speaking, involved in how do you achieve your goals? What are you trying to do, and how do you go about doing that? It's very canny in this game. So these are 2 of the newest titles. They're also these 2 are both historically themed, so I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people. So we're very excited to kind of dive on into these. So District Commander Series, Volume 2 is Bin Din, 3 is Kandahar from Hollandspiele. Go check them out. I've been Alexander from playersaid.com.